Heartworm season is upon us once again. Here's a tip to make that trip into the veterinarians even more worthwhile. I've long recommended to my dog training clients that a blood panel acquired when a dog is healthy is a beautiful thing to have on file. You never know down the road when it might come in handy. As most companion dog owners that have taken their dog in for their annual heartworm medication are aware, part of that appointment involves drawing blood from your dog. The reason for this is that protocol requires that before prescribing heartworm medication, a veterinarian needs to test the dog's blood for antigens unique to the heartworm, as the preventative medication shouldn't be taken if a dog has an existing heartworm infestation. If your dog has been on the medication in past years, you might ask yourself why a blood test is required. Well, the idea is that some dogs may have sneakily spit out last year's medication, or swallowed it down and for whatever reason without their owner's awareness later regurgitated it. If, as a result, they unfortunately contracted heartworm, they shouldn't be taking preventative medication, and they require a separate treatment protocol. So, they're drawing blood anyway. My advice is to ask your veterinarian to take sufficient blood and have a full blood panel done for your dog when he or she is in their most healthy state. It can then be used by your veterinarian as a baseline for the rest of your dog's life. I don't believe that the first view of my dog's blood panel should be when disease is suspected, or that comparing the ranges accepted as a norm for dogs in general is as useful as comparing to my dog's known healthy level. It's not like you're comparing apples to oranges, but even when you're comparing apples to apples, there are a lot of different types of apples. For the most part, when we compare a dog's blood panel to accepted norms, those norms are based on a fair amount of generalizations, sometimes toy breeds and giant breeds, high energy breeds and low energy breeds, males and females, neutered and not, young and old. For any veterinarian, obviously this is still a very useful diagnostic tool, but arguably not as useful as a comparison which can take into consideration what are known healthy levels for your specific dog. Here's a behavior application to illustrate my point. Skewed thyroid levels can result in aggression as a symptom. I have had instances where a dog tested within the accepted norm, but just. In one case, when compared to a blood test taken earlier in the dog's life, we could see that there was a wider discrepancy. Not conclusive, but still helpful. In this case, thyroid medication was prescribed, and indeed, the aggression disappeared. So what I'm saying is that what is typical for dogs in general may not truly reflect what is healthy for your dog. And if you don't have a healthy blood panel on file, you and your veterinarian won't necessarily know that. And so getting a blood panel when your dog is healthy might down the road turn into a fantastic diagnostic investment. My name is John Wade. I'm a dog trainer. I have been for close to 30 years. My website is askthedogguy.com. Visit our sponsor's website, wadecollars.com, to learn about the power steering dog training collar. I designed it, and I often use it. Thousands of companion dog owners around the world use it too. wadecollars.com.